Hi guys. It is Sunday. I had so many things I wanted to say today, but I'm going to try to stay focused on one thing at a time because I'm kind of all over the map today. I'm driving Lulu absolutely crazy, she said, just with my sort of like hyped up, crazy, maybe manic behavior today. I don't know. So I slept really badly, but I had promised myself that I would start exercising again today because I used to really love to exercise. I used to really, it was like sort of like a I still drank at the time. Like I'm still like, I still love my wine and all that. But I used to exercise every single day, every single morning, and then I would go running at night. And I don't know what happened. I got into like a really bad depression, and I just, I lost all enthusiasm and all my passion. So I told myself, I repeated every day for a week that I love to exercise. I love exercising. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And so today I got up, even though I did not sleep well, and I went for a run, and I ran actually further than I anticipated going, and I loved it. I actually had a wonderful time. I'm looking forward to doing more exercise. Maybe I'll start lifting again as well, but it was such a relief to feel well, first to say that I accomplished something that was on my goals, right? But also that I actually felt really good about it. I felt really like uh like my body was really enjoying it. I guess that's a good way to put it. On top of that, I felt like I was sort of like in a meditative state the entire time because the whole time I was giving myself else positive affirmations, or I was talking to myself about my future goals. I was envisioning my future goals. I was trying to put myself there while I was running, and it was really positive. On the downside, for anybody that doesn't know me very well, I have a little bit of a uh, uneasy past, childhood, and I do believe it's part of where my blockage is for being successful, or feeling like I'll never be successful. And so after this beautiful morning of getting it done, everything I wanted to get done, and I got my chores done, and I went running, and I texted the people I needed to text, and I made plans with my friends, and like, everything is going beautifully, and Lulu and I are going out, and we're, running around in Christmas gear and having like this wonderful morning. And then I sank, and I turned to her and I said, at what point, when you're bettering yourself, do you really get better? Like, when do you stop having those moments of like, you're a failure, you're never going to be anything? And so that's my focus for this week, is trying to rewire my brain so that I stop having, I don't think anybody feels fantastic all the time. I just don't even think that's a possibility. But I feel like a failure so much of the time, or I feel like there's like this block in my brain every time I go to do something that says, don't do it, you're gonna fail. And my goal right now is to rewire my brain so that I bring in more positivity, and I have less focus on the negativity. And I feel like I've done so much better, but I'm still not where I need to be in order to bring in everything that I want. By the way, I got another gifted plant, so that's funny that I manifested that, and now I've had it twice. My romantic situation has improved immensely. It's literally where I want it to be at this point, minus us not being consistently together. We are now on the same page, emotionally and otherwise. So do I think that manifestation had something to do with it? Yes and no. I would say that, if people are supposed to be together, they're going to be together or not. It's just, I really don't think it's one of those things maybe you can force it. I see all these videos on people bringing in like, specific people, but I don't like to bring in specific people. I like to bring in whatever is meant for me. So as he knows, and as I've stated before, I never sat there and was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have this one person. I kept saying, this is what I want. This situation is what I want. I want to bring in this situation, whatever that situation looked like, or whatever that situation was best suited for me. I guess that's a good way to put it. And now I feel like I'm in a good place there. As far as me saying that I wanted to move and whatnot, well, I've had some breakthroughs with that as well. So, which is really exciting for me, because twice now in meditation, I could smell and see and feel like this new environment, and I didn't know exactly where that environment is, and I know where I want to go, but not sure that that's going to be manageable at the moment. I mean, you can create anything, right? But at the moment, I just wanted to not be here. So I contacted my realtor and I told her, I was like, hey, I'm not ready to list my house yet, but I'm thinking if I can make, you know, a good enough profit off my house, I was like, I'd like to buy a different house somewhere else in a completely different location. And I'd rather not, you know, stress everybody out here in the house for like having all these showings and whatnot. I was like, only if you knew of a really good situation where the people are very serious, where I would make some sort of profit on my house, because right now the market's through the roof here where I live. I was like, you know, let me know what you think. And she immediately got back to me. I love her, by the way. Like, if anybody's ever looking for a realtor in Florida, she's literally the best. She's like, I would consider her one of my dearest friends, sincerely. She like has never taken advantage of anybody. She never has you look at houses that are out of your you know how they always go like, what's your price range, and then they show you shit that like isn't even in your price range. It drives me crazy. But anyway, she is amazing. She even gave me free furniture when I moved, by the way, because she had some to spare and she knew that I was like, you know, kind of starting anew. Anyway, I went off from that tangent, but so she said to me, ironically, she's like, oh my gosh, she's like, you have no idea how much your house went up in value. And I was like, what? And she's like, Jesus Christ, you can make a huge profit off your house right now. And I was like, oh my gosh. And she's like, in the location you want to move is so much less expensive. So she said, you know, we decided we're going to talk back and forth about this, because I don't, like I said, I don't really want to list it. I just want to stay open to people that are looking specifically for what I have, and then I will, you know, clean up this shit show and show it. But she said, if you're not in a hurry, right, which I'm not, this was just like a idea, you know, off the cuff. She's like, I have this other client who's going to be listing, not yet, but within the new year, and in the area you want, and the house is, you know, amazing. She's like, and it's in your price range, and you know, it's leveling up, you know, basically for me, because what I want is like just a bigger home in a different location. And it was kind of like divine intervention. Like I said, this is, you know, this is the new manifestation, trips and moving and you know, my relationship, and you know, everything that I have been sitting here trying to create, even when my brain is negative, even when I like have such like low self-esteem when it comes to like my value, I guess. Does that make sense? Like, I don't have low self-esteem as in I don't think I'm a good person. I think I'm emotionally intelligent. I think I'm a fantastic friend. I think I'm a wonderful lover. I think I'm, you know, a really good mom. I'm excellent at certain skills, but I feel like I lack like enough skill to like, you know, make the kind of money that I want, or to do anything consistent. That is something too. I'm not a very good consistent person. That is something I'm working on. Back in the day, I feel like I was. At some point in my life, I was a much different person. Probably like in my 30s, much different person. But I know that I'm capable of being back there. I know that I'm capable of being like the gym rat again. I know that I'm capable of being a wife again. I know that I'm capable of being something, like having some sort of like career, but like I every time that I get like this close to everything, I go, you know, you're kind of a loser. Don't do that. So anyway, so that's the goal. Change the mindset, rewire the brain, and as things happen and play out, I will be continuing my sorry, my dog is so stupid. I will be continuing my my videos about how this all is working out, and I also am lucky enough to have a lot of good friends in the area, and one of them yesterday heard, you know, how the hurricane knocked down my fence and some other things that never got fixed around the house, just because I, like, you know, money was just like, literally I was bleeding money for months on end because of this house, and he has offered to do all that for me for free, and I don't know, I'm you know, not looking to take advantage of anybody, so I'll have to find a way to repay him, but still very nice, really cool that I have those sort of friends, I guess. Not everybody's lucky enough to have that sort of, you know, gathering. I have more than one friend that's like that, so I feel like I'm a really lucky person when it comes to that, which goes again why I don't fear, I don't think I'm a bad friend, I don't think I'm a bad girlfriend, I don't think I'm a bad mom. I know I have the skills to be a sincere and dedicated and, you know, consistent person in other people's lives. It's really truly just comes down to me making money or me being a success in the workplace. So bizarre. But anyway, I may throw up another video later because there's so many things I want to talk about, but that's it for now.